Hello, friends. How are you doing today?
Hi.
Everyone having a good one? Sapphire, you sound flustered already. We've barely even started.
I'm in gremlin mode.
Well, we're going to get a lot more flustered today. I hate to tell you this. We're going to be looking at a lot of pretty pictures.
I fully expect it.
Alright, so. We are going to be doing this smash or pass sort of thing, but the honest truth of it is that... Wait, oh, this isn't Yin music, this is Kobold music. Wait a minute.
Where the Yin music?
Where's my Yin... Actually, where is my Yin music? I don't know. Whatever, we'll put it on for now. So. This is going to be a Smash or Pass stream, but first I want to make some things crystal clear to everybody. 1. Wait, numbers. There we go. 1. The Harkness test is an assumption for everything. The assumption for every character and point of discussion is going to run on the assumption that A, they are of sexual maturity for their race. B, they are willing and enthusiastically consenting. And C, that there is not a communication barrier or lingual breakdown. Is that all of them?
I think so.
Oh yeah, and that is assumed to have human or greater intelligence.
Yes.
I could hug you so you could touch the fluff. I do. Well, this is a VR chat model. I actually have this fun fact. Luna, shoutouts to Luna, actually adapted this model from VR chat to a model that can be used for a VRM model that can be used for streaming. The creator then made a official streaming version of this VRM kit later on, but I don't have that. I have the one that Luna made because it's special. Okay.
I forgot about that.
What do you forget about?
The like shortly after Luna had finished
like
working
by a
on
week.
the model.
Like within a week. Okay, so. We're pretty much just going to start going through. We're not going to be covering monsters, just to clarify. At least not right now. Unless this goes faster than I expected, in which case, I don't know. We're going to start just straight up at
monsters.
We might cover some select monsters. You know? Like, I don't really think we need to cover Displacer Beast. You know? Like, I think that is just simply not going to pass the Harkness test, and thus it is not worth discussion. You know? But if people start calling out intelligent monsters as we're going along, then, well, we might be able to work some in. Well, let's start out with the basic ones, shall we?
Yee!
Starting with a dragonborn. We're just going to jump straight into it. Can we cover nulls? Of course we're going to cover nulls. Obviously. Now, the thing is, we're going to be running off of cliches and stereotypes. Obviously, every individual is unique and every character is unique, and we are going to cover the general stereotypes of the races, rather than go into every single detail on, it is what it is, you know? My stance, I wouldn't call myself demi. I wouldn't call myself demisexual. But I will usually be approaching this from more of a, would this be good for a relationship? Would I snuggle with them? That's kind of where Smash and Pass is for me, because if it doesn't pass those two bars, then it doesn't. I have a drink.
It just doesn't go any further than that.
Pretty much, yeah. I need to be able to talk to somebody for several hours on end about my current ADHD hyperfixation.
Which is valid.
That's a requirement. But obviously, exactly. Archetypical example is a good way of phrasing it. With a couple specific situations, we might call out individual characters like Drist, when we get to Drow. But those are going to be fairly well-known ones, or maybe not. I don't know. People still know who Drist is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
Drist is puppy man? Puppy man? I don't know.
I am going to bite you.
My memory is awful.
Wow. Drist is a dark elf. It's a drow. The iconic drow who is not like the other drow.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of my background comes from the 3.5 and 4th edition era. So I know less about 5th edition, but that doesn't change a whole lot, Dragonborn actually changed the most, but who cares? Would you snuggle a Dragonborn?
Yeah, probably.
Probably. So, Dragonborn are, by definition, very passionate, very active, and, tend to be athletic. I think that, honestly, petting the scales would be very comforting, but there's a big difference about the face, Like, look at this Dragonborn's face. That would be a pass for me, because, you can't nuzzle that. You can't, rub your cheek against that. You would tear.
No.
It would be horrible. It would be a bad experience.
You can brush.
True. But cuddles would be very painful on account of all the spikiness. Conversely, here we have one that's, if these look like they're a lot softer, spikes,
Mm-hmm. One could put tennis balls on the tips of the spikes.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing. Oh, okay, actually I love that. Can we submit our own D&D characters for review? Short answer, yes. Post it in the artwork channel on the Discord when we get to that race, and I will post your example of that race. Gosh, now I'm just imagining a whole bunch of the styrofoam packing peanuts just on every single sharp bit. Like, just boink, 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 boink.
Yes!
That would just be... Oh, that is a terrible idea, but I love it. I mean, it should be no surprise around here that we like Dragonborn. They're strong and they can carry me. That's important. I like to be carried.
Very important.
Gotta make the case for... Okay. Now, if I were a better streamer, I would have prepared a whole bunch of images for everything in here.
Except...
So anyways, alas, here we are. We're just gonna follow this list. There's not a whole lot of Dragonborn variants. Well, there's somehow simultaneously an infinite amount. They're not meaningfully different, right? A red Dragonborn isn't different from a blue Dragonborn. Not really, A red Dragonborn is going to be warmer, which can be fun to lie against, but then again, a blue Dragonborn is going to be colder, and this be, cool to lie against. I don't know. Follow your heart.
Have both. On cold nights, you snuggle with the red one. On hot nights, you snuggle with the blue one.
Amazing. That's brilliant, though. Actually, what is the Baldur's Gate Dragonborn look like?
Baldur's gay.
Okay, so Lyrian has always been fairly good at lizards. They had a very unique and interesting lizard design for Divinity. So I think it works. It roughly has the same idea, though. The only real difference here is that it's a much wider face, but you know.
It's friendly face.
What's going on here?
I
haven't played the game yet.
I've only played a little bit of the game.
Huh. Interesting. Anyways.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Don't worry about it. I'm worrying about it. So, yeah, for Dragonborn, that is a big old thumbs up from me. As long as, I mean, again, assuming personality lines up and all that fun stuff, but like just going primarily off of physical aspects, yeah, I think it's going to be important to make sure that they have the proper elements so that you can have, you don't want to be snuggling against something that is uncomfortable, but you also need to be willing to accept them depending on no matter what season it is. You don't want a seasonal boyfriend; that'd be terrible. Having a boyfriend for a season is one thing, but having a seasonal partner, kind of weird. Here we have a specific Dragonborn. An Ice Dragonborn.
Ooh.
I guess more crystal, but I'm going to say it's ice. I think this is a beautiful design.
He's pretty!
I love the flowing bits of these tendril points. It adds a very aquatic feel to it, and also reinforces the softness thing, like I was saying before about how these spikes would be unpleasant. These would be very pleasant. This would be
a seasonal partner if they hibernate.
That's actually very funny. Name is Lilith.
I have a bird
She seems very polite.
An out of 10 would hug.
All right.
Name's Lilith.
Shall we go straight into dwarf?
Yeah.
Because we're just gonna go immediately into dwarves. Wait, phrasing. I'm sorry. Anyways, See, I'm waiting for Sophie to give a reaction. I'm kind of disappointed.
It's like
that's more like it. Good girl. I mean, we know what male dwarves look like, right?
Yeah.
Male dwarves are... they are what they are. I don't really like the aesthetic that much. I don't think they're terribly pretty. But they seem, they're cool, I guess. Whatever.
I like the grit that they have. I'd be, friends with one, but I don't know if I'd ever go,
If I did date one, yeah.
I don't know if I'd ever go into, a relationship with one.
See, I am the kind of, bisexual. I see, male and female as more different styles. Like, I on a male dwarf, Female dwarf, actually, yeah. I like that. It's,
definitely.
Short stack with abs and long hair. Fantastic. And honestly, if a female dwarf has a beard,
she could pick me up. And I'm definitely taller.
Yes, you can tell the difference between male and female dwarves because the female dwarves have softer beards.
Oh, heck yeah. Just, imagine putting your face in soft beard. Just very comfy.
So, that's right. That's my opinion on dwarves. It's, eh. But, I respect it. We're gonna go straight to elves. There's a lot of different types of elves.
There is.
Let me just... No, those are comments. Never look at the comics, unless they're your own. I read all the comments, actually. So... I mean... Here. High elf.
It's
Elves are the definition of beauty and grace and...
Mm-hmm.
I guess this is more... Yeah, like... Elves
this
are
looks
good.
more drow-ish.
It looks a little more drowish. It was listed labeled as a high elf, though.
Oh.
It was labeled as a high elf. But regardless, the idea of high elves, I think 100% yes, and I don't think there's any way you could really say no to it. Like, they are inherently a beautiful race, literally definitionally. Now, that is conventional attraction, but, like, they also have been alive for a lot longer. Again, if an elf is at maturity, then they are, what, 80 years old? They've lived a life, they have stories, they have interesting things to say. You're not going to get bored talking to an elf, you know?
No.
I don't think there's, like, you know, any real downsides. Like, elves are pretty. Yes, go on. I see. Elves.
Didn't realize Safi knew Elvish. I do not.
What if they talk like an old man / woman? Actually, I think that's a very interesting idea. The idea that an older elf, you know, an elf who appears to be roughly, you know, of regular human age, actually is going to talk as if they were much older. Thing is, a lot of the way that the older people, especially in our, you know, time period talk, is because they're bad people. You know, like a lot of that comes down to boomers simply not understanding or wanting to understand the world today. You know. That's just a them problem. That's not necessarily how all old people act, and throughout historically, that's not how old people have tended to act. So I'm willing to write off the how them, you know, the idea of them acting like old people.
Yeah.
That's my 2 cents, anyways. The eyeshadow is a miss from you. That's fair. That's fair. They use slang that you don't understand and ramble all the time. I mean, I do that too, and you guys watch me.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's kind of true, though.
I don't know. Is bottom speak technically slang?
Probably.
Probably.
How do you feel about drow?
It depends.
Go on.
So, like, one on one hand, yes, very, on the other hand, it's like archetypical. They tend to have some issues that I'm not a fan of.
Go on.
It's like, why are you forcing me to talk through this? I don't know how to word things. Drow views on how they treat their partners is not okay. Yeah, like.
So yeah, Risky
if
Reds
it's a relationship where, like, if it's a relationship where both of us have equal say, then yeah. But if it's a relationship where one definitely has more power over the other person, and it's like,
that's not entirely a deal breaker for me. Anyways, I like things.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
I also like things.
as far as if we're talking about the archetypical ones, then the answer should be no, because the way their culture is laid out, it is unethical. I don't think that's not a hot take or anything. They're bad guys. They are the villain characters of most in the setting. They are evil and have Buck. How? Anyways, so yeah, going by the cliches of the race, it's a big old no, because I don't want to get sacrificed.
Yeah.
That said, there's some aspects that I do not mind.
Yes, anyway, Buck is referencing a song.
This is Drist, by the way. This is Drist.
Oh, very pretty.
Yes, Drist is the stereotypical, I'm not like the other dark elves. I'm a good guy with a heart of gold who just has a lot of
That's what I meant by Puppy Man.
Yeah. That's Drist in a nutshell. Drist is great, but also very cliche in writing. But then again, it was like before a lot of the cliches were established, so like, is it okay to call it cliche? Like, Shakespeare wasn't being cliche.
I like how
he wrote a bunch of witches around a cauldron. It was new then.
Yeah. But I do like how there's like the how a player plays a certain race versus how the race is in actual like lore. Because like most of the drow I know of that players that play are just like adorably soft beans who want nothing more than to just love.
Yeah, I mean, don't worry, we'll get to tieflings. We will get to tieflings.
Uh-huh.
Just saying. But yeah.
Illustrae drow. I don't know what that means.
Drow that have abandoned their heritage and moved to live amongst the uplanders, i.e., drow that are have the visual effect here, but look like regular people. I mean, but act like regular people culturally. I mean, it's taking the drow It's taking the Underdark out of the drow, kind of. It sounds bad when you say these words and you realize how they would apply to actual people who would make this kind of discussion about race IRL, and it's like, I don't like that discussion. That's kind of really uncomfortable and super racist, but we're talking about fantasy, and it is drawn in a certain cliche way that can't be, ignored, so we're just gonna move along.
We're moving up.
What other type of elves are there? There's wood elves. Oh, that's Eladrin. What are Eladrin these days? What are Eladrin these days? How do you feel about the Eladrin?
Very pretty. Wood hug.
No, wait, I don't care about your Reddit things, I just want the image. Open image in a new tab. No, it did the same thing! Okay, I guess we did.
I hate it when they do that.
Eladrin.
They're season elves. Does that mean that they can have like moss?
What? No, I don't care, Reddit. Yeah, you get Eladrin are more Fey. They are elves that are closer to their Fey origin than regular elves. Yes, one of the most obvious way that manifests is a tying to the seasons and having, the seasonal ones. They're also much more earthy, as in these branches are actually a part of this guy's hair. Like, this mantle of leaves may have been actually something that they grew themselves. Like that sort of...
Gently brushes your branches.
Do you need to prune? Do you need to occasionally bonsai tree prune your partner? Like...
Excellent.
I mean, like, hold on. We gotta talk about this. We actually have to talk about this.
This is a thought now.
If you have a a Eladrin elf or a dryad that has branches, you need to tend to those branches, right? It's like their hair. You don't, you could let your hair grow wild, and that could be fine, but you could also tend to it and style it. So I'm kind of digging this idea. I'm actually kind of into this. Oh my gosh, we're back on seasonal partners. No, this is a partner who is seasonal, not a partner for season. It's different, okay? There's differences, okay? Trimmed
gives a
please, oh my God.
meaning to trimmed bush.
Okay. Buck, please. Though I will also call it what Risky says, that the Eladrin are extremely in tune with emotions. They would, if this would have to be a demi sort of thing, you would have to have an emotional resonance and a long-term companionship to be with them. That is not a bad thing, but it's something you need to be aware of. You're not going to, yeah, you're not going to just drop in on an Eladrin for the night. You're going to be forming a emotional bond with them. Yeah, Buck is
unhinged this stream. My goodness.
Yeah, seriously.
I think of something funny, I'm gonna say it.
Buck is channeling his inner Jack. Alright, where are we? What is this? Is that all the elves? Wood elves, honestly, we covered a lot. Wood elves are close to like half Eladrin and half High Elf. It's Eladrin are half Dryad, basically. And Wood Elf are a mix between Eladrin and High Elf, so we kind of covered the idea of it. Again, stereotypes. Stereotypes all day long.
Yeah.
Astral Elves. What the heck is an Astral Elf? What is an Astral Elf? What?
Space? Space Elf?
Kinda?
Ooh.
That's a Void Elf. Astral Elf? It just looks like an elf with funky eyes. Oh, Spelljammer. Okay, so yeah, they are Space Elves. Okay, fair. Fair, actually.
So pretty.
They are pretty. I do not know anything about them. I know exactly nothing about them other than, pretty.
Pretty. Privy.
Aesthetically, yes. Would brush their hair and give them a back massage. How's that for an answer?
I don't think that's the only thing you'd want.
Butt massage. Alright, so where are we going now? Gnome.
Yum.
Oh wow, we have. No, get out of here. So like, we're gonna have to talk about this, huh? Okay, fine. I'll lay down my hot take first, okay?
Okay.
Base answer, no. Extended answer, but they would make the best toys, though.
What? Like they are a toy, or they would?
No,
like,
no. They're crafters. They're crafters. That's the whole gimmick. Is they? Oh my god, Safi, please. Yeah, dig your way out of this one, Safi. Go ahead. Go ahead. Dig your way out. I'll wait. Go on.
Sometimes to get out of a hole, you have to stop digging.
What are we gonna do with you?
So why is the base answer no?
Compare, especially when you put this side by side with like dwarves and yeah, and other races like like kobolds. For me, they are too child looking. Again, we're assuming the Harkness test is in full effect. They are of maturity, but they look less like short stacks and more like, well, kids. That's a no for me. Even though they would not
it's
be,
just like,
especially when you look at the female ones, because people, draw them that way more so. And like that said, again, assuming the Harkness test is in full effect and they are of age, then no shame and no shade. But that's gonna be a no from me. I would not feel comfortable in the same way. Yeah, that's all. Any further thoughts?
Not really.
Fair enough. I think understandable, right?
yes.
I mean, what is a half elf, anyways? Like, come on now. Oh wait, never mind.
What is a man but a miserable pile of secrets?
Wait, hold on. I take it back. Kind of like Lalafells. Yeah, exactly. I have nothing against people who like that, but I'm going to tip my hat and say you'll have a good time now. Yeah, exactly.
Half elf is just enough that it ages slowly.
Exactly. I feel like I might connect more with.
And they sometimes come equipped with parental issues.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, same. Half human, half elf. That is a really good point to bring up. Is that, I've seen some more recent source books, indie stuff, of course, that have added the concept that calling somebody half blank would actually be considered bad form in a D&D world, because you're running on the assumption that the other half is human.
Yeah.
And that would be, that would be considered a form of, not racism exactly, but a form of a lack of visibility, like a lack of respect for racial issues in a D&D world. Like in our world, we have plenty of racial issues. We got racial issues all day long. But in a D&D world, it makes sense that the idea of saying, they're a half elf, with the assumption of them being the other half being human, as opposed to the other half being orc or tiefling or and something else, would be the kind of assumption that would be like, that might get you some squinty eyes in that kind of world, if that world was more progressive. And it's like, that's a really cool thought process. That's a really interesting idea.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I like that concept.
Because, yeah, like, the term half-elf is like, okay, it's elf plus, there could be 1,000 other things in this genealogy.
Exactly. But the idea also incorporates the concept that it would be a historical thing. It would be that this is what half-elves have been called in the past. Like, it has baggage, it has that racial historical baggage in a D&D world.
Yeah.
If the D&D world progressed in a similar, was put in a more modern mentality. It's like, yeah, no, that makes sense. In a more modern viewpoint, in a more progressive D&D world, half-elf would be like, it'd be one of those red flags if somebody said that. Not like, a yell at, call them out, but a, really? You gonna say that? They're right in front of you. sort of thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anyways, this picture is super hot.
Yes.
Yeah? I feel like I would connect more with a half-elf because, while they do have a longer lifespan, they don't have such a long lifespan that being in a relationship would, be a moment in the wind for them, whereas it could be my entire life. You know what I mean? Like, elves would feel more disconnected with society, whereas half-elves would feel less disconnected from society, from humans, from non-elven society, I guess, in that sense.
Yeah.
Weirdly, I'm actually more okay with, like, the Lalafell than I am with the gnomes. I don't know why. Like, anyways. I imagine halflings are going to be the same issue for me, though. Like, just in general. I think it really depends on the artist. If we're going halfling in the sense of hobbit, yeah, that's fine. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
If you're going halfling in, a traditional D&D sense where they're just tiny people, I don't know. If we're supposed to be taking it in the sense of being, yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of different directions that it would go, and it would have to depend on the individual and the setting. I think the setting has a lot to come into here. Harry Feeder, a turn off for you? That's fair. But, like, just imagine just, like, having a hobbit cook a meal for you.
I mean, with a halfling, you'll never hear the boots stay on.
You'll never hear that, because they don't wear boots, exactly. Why do giant women love halfling men? Oh. There is also, what's his name? Dang it. It's the half-foot.
What you trying to remember?
What's the half-foot's
name? Oh,
yeah. This guy. Wait. Also, best dwarf. Not even close.
Yes.
Optimal dwarf. Also, this isn't a full art
10 out of 10
stream,
would be.
This isn't a full art stream, but like I just want to shout out real quick to the artists who does Dungeon Meshi. Here they took the same character and drew them as each of the races in their world, and like the range of being able to re-identify each of their character into each of the races is adorbs and very cool and very stylish. Chick-Chuck, that's his name, Chick-Chuck.
Yeah, I was like, part of my brain was like Jonelle, and I'm like, that can't be it.
But Chilchuk, that's it is. Chilchuk.
Yeah.
Good bean.
Good bean.
Adorbs. Woodhug. I am so hyped for That's amazing, actually. I am so hyped for the Dungeon Meshi anime. You have no idea.
I just saw it.
Yeah, okay.
Little baby man. Yeah. I am also hyped for the Dungeon Meshi anime that's coming out. I can't wait.
Now that I think about it, actually, I think it would be getting to know them, because, reading the Dungeon Meshi manga, Chilchuk does not act at all childish, despite the fact that they do appear a bit, let's be honest, on the Shota side. But they are very much, minor spoilers for Dungeon Meshi. Chilchuk has a wife and a kid. Chilchuk is a family man. Yeah, like he's not, and he acts like that. He acts, like somebody who has that. And that does change it for me. That takes it from the too kiddish into no, you are a full person, and I can talk to you as an. So, yeah, that's my opinion on halflings. I don't know what my opinion is, but I just said a whole bunch of words, and I hope some of them made sense. I'm just gonna leave this. Actually, I'm just gonna save image as. I'm just gonna. Where does this go? This is just gonna go in that pictures folder. Excellent. Okay. Anyways, moving on. But like, come on. Alright, we're on to half orc. Wait, I have a picture. I have a reference for this one. No, it's not Shard. I don't have a picture of Shard, actually. Honestly, it kinda looks...
Who's Shard?
Oh, you don't know Shard?
No.
Oh, that's Sprig's girlfriend. Sprig's girlfriend is half orc.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're nice. I've talked to them once or twice.
Like, yeah.
Half orc.
It's like it's a,
Yeah, go on. No.
So okay, muscles could
Strong.
pick me up.
Could suplex you.
Yes. Could also
Abs.
suplex a train.
Abs.
Abs.
I like abs. Just saying. Cute tummy.
It's like I feel like half orcs tend to be like big softies. Like on
I
the
hope so.
outside, not softies. On the inside, very softy. What? What? What?
Nothing.
Jade.
On the inside, you say. This is why it's a Yeen stream, okay? Anyways.
You can drink.
Look. No, don't look. Never mind. Anyways.
Look. Yes, they're very pretty.
Mm-hmm. And as far as Getty's response, that just means they have a parental trauma. And again, same. So like...
It's like, fair.
What happens if I just image search human? What comes up as human?
I don't know.
Okay. That's fair and disappointing.
Yeah.
I
mean,
mean-
we all know humans.
Yeah, humans are baseline. I don't think that anyone's going to hard no a human. I mean, if there's a lack of options, but you know, still.
What is that?
Keith?
What is that face? What?
Oh, there's a weird face in the this one here.
Tieflings.
So like, let's talk about it. Yeah. I mean, tieflings are the most the gayest race. I think we can agree on that.
Uh-huh.
They have the generational trauma, which, again, they also are cool, independent. You know, they have tails, which is a big plus for me.
Yeah.
What do you think? What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are, yeah, yes. Give me.
Hello to you.
Risky is pointing out, Karlak, and I'm like, you don't need to tell me twice.
Who?
Character from Baldur's Gate.
Oh, wait, hold on, I have a thing for this.
You have a meme for this?
I have a meme for this. I'm not logging into Twitter.
Oh, it's the sad cat dance!
I thought you'd appreciate.
I do appreciate.
It's a good song.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I should be able to remonetize next week. Fun fact.
Ooh, nice.
I'll probably have a stream where I beg for super chats because...
I may be a
Oof.
tiefling, but I can show you a devil.
Like the video for Sappy noises.
Cheers, I'll drink to that.
So yeah, I think that that tieflings are cool and friendly and fun. I think that they would be the most fun to play with. Maybe not the most, but pretty. Like they would definitely be high on the list.
Up there.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Simultaneously want to protect them and also, anyways.
You want them to protect you?
Yes.
What? Keep kicking my trash can.
How do you feel about birds?
Birds! I love birds.
Oh my gosh, it's a pigeon!
Secretary
pretty.
Bird Aerococra!
Oh, I love that. Oh, I love everything about that. That is so cool.
It's so... Yes. Yes.
It is not... It must be said that it's not terribly smoochable. You gotta admit that.
I disagree. Bird feathers are very soft. Do birds have tongues? Yes! A fair amount of birds do actually have tongues.
Can you just... I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering. Sometimes you just gotta check, okay? Okay. I do love the idea of being hugged and having their wings wrap around me. That sounds like the comfiest thing in the entire world. I would be entirely in favor of this.
We hug.
Yeah, wing hug. Sounds delightly. Smooching a beak
And they
sounds...
would be so warm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't think they can fly and carry you, though. Just don't expect a good kisser. That's what I'm saying. Exactly.
Very huggable, like a body-sized pillow.
Mm-hmm. Like a body-sized pillow, you say, huh?
like a body-sized pillow, you say.
Alright. One sec. Let's talk about kobolds.
Yeah.
So, how do you feel about kobolds, Sapphire?
I quite like them.
Hmm?
It's like, I feel like being in a relationship with one kobold or several kobolds would be fun.
Oh no, I broke
For
Kitty.
several reasons. City bold, cave bolds, canine bolds, ninja bolds, which one?
I mean, fundamentally the thing with kobolds is that kobolds are outside of regular society and do not understand the ways of regular society, you know?
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing, and that's true of all of them. Even the city bolds are,
Mhm.
you know, like one of the best ways that I've like considering kobolds is the idea that they don't have an idea of ownership because everything is owned communally by the tribe as opposed to by an individual. So like, not understanding the concept of capitalism in that sense, I think is a really fun way to play a kobold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But that distance from society means that the relationship will not conform to your expected relationship. You know?
No.
If you're a person who values, well, it'll depend on the kobold, but if you're a person who values fidelity, you might not understand what a kobold considers to be infidelity, or vice versa. If you're a person who, you know, who wants to have hard boundaries, you need to make sure that boundary is understood at a fundamental level. This is where kobolds pass the Harkness test, but also communication is going to be running on a separate baseline from the other races. There's going to be a separate understanding of what, you know, of what it means to be in a relationship, more so than I think any other race that we've mentioned, right? Aside from Drow, but that's its own can of worms that.
If you hold me and give me food, we're probably good.
That's fair. That's valid. No, that's fair. The other thing is there is a big distinction between, you know, this kind of kobold here and this kind of kobold here. You know, it's would they be snugglesables is important, and I mean, hi.
That one's prime for snuggling.
Anyways. But yeah. Osmir. No, Osmir is another interesting one. Or Asmar.
I've heard it. Osmar, ASMR.
I mean, you know that thing I just said about, you know, relationships? Yeah, same here though, right? Like, this is someone who is going to have their own set of rules and understandings that you better, you know, be willing to play along by their rules, right? A kobold might be willing to play along by your rules even if they don't understand it. You need to be willing to play along with their rules, right? Because they have definitions of what is correct and incorrect in a relationship setting as well, right?
Yeah. What about Urds and Dragon Rock kobolds?
Dragon Rock kobolds are the same as kobolds. Like they are just kobolds with wings. Like at the end of the day, a Dragon Rock kobold is not a different individual than a kobold. It just has, you know, a pair of wings that either were there at birth or that were there during puberty, that they grew into during puberty. And I'm actually going to be... I'm getting way too much scale on my leap motion settings here. There, should be better. I'm actually 100% on board with what Buck says here. There are the holiness and their parentage and their connection to their deity is going to be a lot. You know? What is...
Yeah, I am not the biggest fan of that.
Yeah. Their religion is my lineage. Yeah, that's a good way of describing it, and... Nah, thanks. But let's talk Genasi, though.
Yeah!
I think Genasi are cool and fun, and the question comes to how easily can you touch them? You know?
Yeah.
Like, stone genasi are going to be rough. Are they going to be comfortable? Or is it just going to be... Like, scales, you can, on a dragonborn, you can imagine...
Are you going to be
snuggling up
hugging upon a stone?
Are you going to be willing to huggle a rock? Fire genasi, can they control their flame, or is it going to literally burn you? Different genasi from different stories have different answers to that very, very important question.
Theoretically,
You name it
could
Queen
you
of Sass.
sand down the roughness of a stone genasi?
No more than you can sand down your shoulder blades. Like, that's, yeah. Going by the canon, that is their skin and that is their body, and if you sand it down, it is incredibly painful and going to grow back.
Alright,
Yeah.
I was just thinking, like, exfoliating? Is there such a thing?
Yeah. So, for me, Earth passed because I just wouldn't be snugglesable. Fire completely depends on whether or not they can control their flames. Wind? Oh, maybe? I don't know, I've never been... But water, yeah, for sure. I mean, water genasi sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, water
Moist.
and wind. Wind seems fun because they could... It's like, say you need to dry your hair very quickly after taking a bath. Could very easily get a gust of wind.
So you're thinking about perks.
Yes.
I see.
There are perks to every relationship. It's just the relationship comes first.
True. Rather than do it saying bugbear, I'm gonna say goblin. Because that's really, bugbears are goblins.
Gavin.
I'm gonna search for goblin cute. And now we have this
Bonk.
mess. Okay, nope. You know what? That would work. Sure, fine. We'll go. That one's cute.
That
We'll
one
go with
works.
one. Okay. Soft? Nope, those are something completely different. Not sure what that was about. Golly. I mean, in general, it's mostly the art style, but male goblins are wretched. Both in personality, as they tend to be depicted, as well as in appearance. There's not a lot in there to love, and for me at least. Though the moment an artist gets their hand on drawing a goblin as female, all of a sudden, flip the script. Hold up.
Yeah.
we just have a cute short stack. Let's go.
Yeah.
So like the moment you so I don't know how to feel about this. Like, yeah, adorbs.
Yeah.
Cute, quirky personality. That's gonna be super hyper and excitable. Hand
them shinies and they will love you forever.
Get shinies and grab your hand and run around the mall to show you the cool stuff. So a mall is sort of like Amazon, except that they're individual stores inside of the same building. And
I know what a mall is. I've been inside one several times. We might not have one where I live, but we have one somewhat near where I live. Steffi already knows my feelings about Goblin Girls. Would you like to share with the rest of the class, Buck?
Go on. But yeah, again, hardness test has to have humanoid equal intelligence. If they are dumb and able to be taken advantage of, no. If they're just silly little guys or silly little girls, then yeah. But again, hardness test is being assumed for everything. Actually, I'm going to put it on screen just to remind people what the hardness test is.
Yeah, go right on ahead. Now, I want to see goblin females get the treatment that goblin males do, and then goblin males get the treatment that goblin females do. Very cute, snuggable, one of few races that kobold don't need a stepladder to kiss. Very much enjoyable.
E. Goblin males need an upgrade, right? Like, come on, give me the lads. Give me.
They did get an upgrade. Did you ever see? That's not an upgrade. I've seen Goblin Slayer. That's not an upgrade.
I have not. I'm familiar with it, but I haven't actually seen it.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, no, that's that. Those are still little wretched little dudes.
Yeah, it's like don't get me wrong, the art in Goblin Slayer is absolutely stunning. The problem lies in how they are treated, and they're still treated the same way that they're treated everywhere else.
Mm-hmm. Centaur. You gonna make me take this one first? Huh? Okay. Is that what you're doing here? I see. I see. Bottom problems. Yes, Getty, exactly.
What you say is a problem, I say is not.
I can't give them a foot rub, so I mean that that kind of kills it, right? There's no way I can't really give them a foot rub. They wouldn't.
You might not be able to give them a foot rub, but you can clean out their hooves for them
with a grindstone.
That's it. You've never cleaned out a horse's hooves before, have you?
No.
I have. You don't use a grindstone. Not unless it's absolutely necessary.
Okay. Ooh.
But like, nice. just... They're so pretty. They can carry you. And like...
Sapphire is a horse girl?
Was there any doubt?
No, not really. No, not really.
Sapphy be like, well, I can ride him, then I can ride him.
Changeling. I mean... Yeah. It's a changeling.
Yeah.
Of course. It can... Mm-hmm. You will have to talk about boundaries and when it's okay to morph and when it's not, but, like, if you have a connection with the individual, if you can actually get a genuine relationship with them, because they're going to be masking because it's kind of their thing, but, yeah. I mean, they can look like anything, and that gives you a lot of options, shall we say.
Freedom.
Because with changelings, it isn't just disguise. It is actually changing their body shape. It's a shapeshift, right?
Horse hoof repair looks painful, but if you think about it, it's like cutting fingernails. Yeah, so that's one way to look at horse hoof cleaning. The but that's like trimming the hooves, and that's something I would not do. Because I'm not an experienced farrier. What I would do, though, is clean out the hooves, because your horse will not be happy if there is a rock and some mud stuck in its hoof in a way that's really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's like walking around with a rock in your boot.
Dating a changeling is focusing on who
Also,
they
the
are
worst
because everything else
kind,
can
the
change.
worst
Yeah.
kind of dirt for horses to have stuck in their hooves is the dry kind, because it takes so much effort to get out. I speak from experience. Can you tell?
As far as the them having all the consent, everyone has all the consent at all times. Period. No, just full stop. Period. I mean,
Consent
they
is
have
even.
a more direct control over it, but it doesn't matter. If someone, no means no. Blah, easy. But yes, I 100% agree with Buck. Dating a changeling is focusing on who they are because everything else can change in an instant, and I actually like that. I think that's a good thing. I think that's a positive. You
Yeah.
know? Like, them as an individual is more important, and it should be. It should be anyways.
Yeah.
But with a changeling,
I
that's
change
who-
my appearance all the time, and I still have fans.
I am a changeling. Anyways. Isn't Drager... Aren't those undead?
I'm not familiar with those.
There we go. Oh, okay, so it's a Underdark Dwarf. Got it. Yeah. Same thing I said about dwarves, but even less so.
Yeah.
Yeah, just...
Dwarves but drow.
You didn't make... Saying that makes... It's like, you took away all the hot stuff about the drow and just tossed it to the side then, huh? Didn't you? Yeah, it's gonna be a big old pass for me. Already covered Genasi and Eladrin, although that's a really cute Eladrin picture, the stock one.
Yeah.
Fairy.
Dilly!
Now, the weird thing about the Fae, about the fairy, like the fairy Fae in D&D, they look more adult than the half-foots do. They look more adult.
Yeah,
than
they
the
is
gnomes
adult
do.
but small.
Like, they are small, but I don't get that same feeling towards them that, like, no, the cutes, the cuties. Right in that, whatever.
I mean, you can always put them in a jar. No, bad. Bonk bonk.
And if they look like this, then, bonus.
Yeah.
No, as far as the answer, like, compatibility is a concern, but, like, they have a regular
cast and
strength
large
stat.
on them and they're the size of a kobold, so...
They have a roughly, like, small creature equivalent thing. Even though they're tiny, they're as strong as, as a halfling or a kobold or something like that, so... Look. There's more to physical compatibility than size. I'm just saying there's, that if your brain stops at would it fit, then you need to expand your horizons a bit more.
Yeah, there's plenty of other things that one could do.
Yeah. There's a fairy dragon. Does not pass the Harkness test. I mean, fairy dragons are feral creatures. They have the intelligence of a dog in most D&D settings. If it was an intelligent fairy dragon, and then we're questioning feral stuff, and it's like,
if it can talk to me and hold a conversation with me, that's one thing. But...
Correct. Again, let me get it back on screen.
Harkness.
Let me get it back on the screen for everybody who came late. This is the Harkness test. We assume that everything here follows the Harkness test. This is the keystone of this entire stream. Make a Fey Barbarian with 20 strength? Yes. Would be difficult figuring out activities you could both do, but I mean, that's the kind of experimentation and learning that, that is a good thing. For every Smash and Pass? Yeah, for every Smash and Pass that I do, sure, absolutely. Not that I really plan on making this like a regular thing. This was just specifically requested by enough people that I figured it'd be fun.
Yeah.
Fearbolg. Like, honestly, they're kind of doofy, if I'm being honest.
I like the doofiness. I think it's cute.
Okay.
Bear elves? I thought they were like more bovine aligned than bear aligned.
I don't know. The nose throws me off.
I like them.
I'd rather be with, you know, like a half orc, you know, for comparison. Like, it's a direct comparison there, you know. They're cute, and honestly, they do have that nice, you know, homely grace to them, and I could definitely see them being very snuggleable. I'm not gonna say like a hard would never do that, but like right out of the gate, it's just like,
I'm over here doing my chem homework.
Nice. I don't know much about Githyanki. A lot of people know more about Githyanki than me right now because of Baldur's Gate. And cool. I do plan on playing that. I have not played it yet. So I don't even know how to answer this. Other than they look...
So, like, from what I know of Githyanki, it's a no from me. Like, they're domineering, but not in the consensual way.
I don't know anything. Okay, so they're tricksters, which points me towards intelligent. Wait, or are you talking about the other thing? I think they're a bit late in talking about the Fey Dragon. Anyways. Oh.
Yeah.
Is Lae'zel hot to you? Who is Lae'zel? Let's find out together.
Lae'zel's okay. She's a Baldur's Gate 3 character.
Oh yeah, she looks cool as heck. She looks awesome. I don't know much about her personality-wise,
yeah.
but...
Her personality, though. Aren't Fearbolg ultimate house husbands? Kind of. So, like, they are not bug elves. That's not what Githyanki are.
I have no idea. Alright, we already covered...
Lae'zel acts as like a general to basically everybody.
We already covered goblins. Goliaths?
I mean...
Big. Ooh, wow.
Look,
that's cute.
they big, strong, and... I like the tattoos.
Honestly, my opinion is this. They look a lot... I feel like they would be very similar to the half-orcs, except more mentally stable. Because half-orcs tend... You know, cliche. Again, we're going by cliches. Half-orcs tend to have anger management issues. Whereas Goliaths tend to be more of the stone and peace and calm of the mountains.
Big ladies with big muscle who are big on honor, healthy competition, and love a good brawl for fun. Yes.
Exactly. Like, basically,
I
all
love
of my
that
reservations,
piece of artwork right there.
All of my reservations about half-orc goes away with Goliath. And all the things that I like about the half-orc are here. You know? I'm a big fan. I am a big fan.
Yes.
Just a quick note, if you are drawing a Goliath, make sure do not copy Maori tattoos. Those are religious symbols, and it is considered uncouth to use them colloquially, to use them casually. They do. Those are not just pretty tattoos. Those are things that have meaning and significance. Just a real quick aside. 'Cause I know I have a lot of artists that watch me, and I just want to throw that out there because a lot of people just genuinely don't realize that. You know.
Males also can't naturally grow hair. Smooth.
Rabbits.
Rabbits!
I mean, they're cute. They're adorable. They'd be snuggly. Like. It. Okay, this picture gives me big vibes. Final Fantasy 12 vibes. It looks very Vera. I appreciate that. Vera with a muzzle. I can accept that. So like yeah. I think they'd be fun. They're little fae folk who like they're cute. Little cuties who are soft and petable. I see no downside. Hobgoblin we covered with goblins. Kenku, honestly I feel like we covered Kenku with Arakoa.
Well,
you know?
isn't it that Kenku can't like make their own words? They have to repeat what someone else has said.
They can adapt what they short answer is yes, long answer is that's how language works. You hear something and then you mimic what you heard. Like that's just how speaking language works.
That's true.
It's an entirely absurd concept, but yeah, like they can mimic what they hear, which means that when they talk in a different accent, you know, or in a different words, they might say it differently because that's how they heard it first. But guess what? Humans do that too. Like,
yeah.
I don't think there's a meaningful difference there. Like, yes, that is the rules books, but they can talk in the mimicking the words that they hear, and they can adapt those words and adjust them to in pitch and volume. And guess what? That's how all creatures talk.
Yeah.
Like this is not a meaningful change there, you know?
Yeah.
It's not actually different from how every other creature communicates. They just wrote it different. It's like that one old cyberpunk book that talked about an incredibly stable motorcycle because it has a gyroscope to stabilize it, and it's like motorcycles have two gyroscopes in them. They're called the wheels. They act as gyroscopes. That's why you stay upright on a motorcycle. Why did you say that it has a gyroscope in it? Of course it does. Like, it's like that.
You're like, why wouldn't it?
It's the same idea. It's like they can mimic words that they heard. I can do that too. Well, yeah, no, it's different because they can only mimic the words they hear other people talk. Yeah.
It's like,
Same though.
That's why we have like 15 different pronunciations for Worcestershire sauce.
Yes. Worcester sauce.
Worcester.
Worcestershire. So yeah, I don't think that the language barrier is a thing that exists. I really don't. I don't think there's a meaningful difference in the way that Kenku talk that outside of the way the GMs want to, giggle and go, haha, chirp, chirp. Is like, no. They can mimic well enough that they can talk, the way a parrot can. Actually, that's the best comparison. They can talk the way a parrot can talk. Parrots can talk. They
that was pigeon.
Well, no, I was talking about parrots.
It's parroting.
Mm-hmm. And you have a creature that's intelligent enough to actually understand what proper enunciation and intonation means, and you just have a creature that can talk. Period. Lizard folk. I mean, between dragonborn and kobolds, I would rather have a dragonborn or a kobold, but lizard folk are cool. Wood, cute.
Yeah.
In terms of culture, though, agree with Risky there. You know, like, they're more pragmatic. They are more brutalist and function over form. No art or passion. In that sense, yeah, less so culturally.
Yeah.
But again, there's other
I'm just imagining a leopard gecko as a lizard folk.
Okay, that sounds really cute.
Yes.
Minotaur, I couldn't get past the face. I'm sorry. Minotaur is a no for me.
I could.
Well?
See, to me, that's just fluffy face.
I do appreciate... Okay, I like the way that they did this one. I appreciate that they did the face without just humanizing it, because like a lot of female minotaurs...
Are they all blue-gray?
Like that's not a female minotaur, that's a tiefling, right? That's just a person with horns. That's not a female minotaur.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I wouldn't feel comfortable. That's just me though. Y'all have a good time.
I will.
Orcs, we covered that with half orcs effectively. Satyr, yeah, obviously.
Oh heck yeah.
I mean, 100% yes for satyrs. Like they're hot, and they are extremely skilled in a variety of things. Yeah. Yep.
It's like I think I know what to draw next.
Sweet. Oh, what is that? Hold on, I just want to shout out someone. No, that's just pictures of goats.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
What? Huh?
When you said put go for the goat in there, I'm just like, that's gonna be a whole bunch of goat pictures and goat farms, isn't it?
One sec here. Here's a picture.
You're looking.
That's actually not a great picture.
Whoa!
Let's go for the goat. I am TikTok friends with them. She's real cool. She has a full plate satyr with a full satyr leggings. Cool person. Go follow them on TikTok. Sea elf.
Like, that's a case of would love a break, please. Going all night, fair. Going all month.
Even the satyr is going to acknowledge that you need to have a break for snackies. This is a reasonable thing to have a break for snackies. Sometimes you need snackies.
Snackies is always important. You need energy for certain activities.
Sea elf, which is functionally just merfolk. I mean, take the tail. Like, if you have those myths where the merfolk can change their fins
walk on land,
into legs at will, which is some mythos, then it's the same thing. As a merfolk, it's the same thing as a triton. It's the same thing. And yeah, cute. It's an Undyne. Yeah, it's an Undyne as well. Adorbs, love them. Same as the water genasi. I see no downside.
I'd be lying if I said no. And look, I watched Little Mermaid religiously as a child. Jason
Mhm.
Momoa
Mhm.
is
Mhm. Mhm.
he's
Mhm.
he's very good.
Mhm.
Why why you do this to me?
Yes. Anyway.
He's just built differently. How is he?
So, Shadowkai just have the aesthetic of the drow,
Mm-hmm.
but with less of the weird religious baggage. You know? Like,
Why am I not surprised that the aquatic elves brought out the thirst?
but yeah, they are very goth. They are very, like, I don't know about punk, but definitely the goth emo style.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Would absolutely put lots of eyeliner on.
Mm-hmm. Would instead of drow, unless the drow had abandoned their background.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that.
Shifter.
Shifter. So the thing I don't know about. Okay, so first of all, hot.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
They exist in a sort of half bestial state, which, like, yes. And yeah, they can shift into a beast while keeping their intelligence. I don't know if they can partially shift. I think that would be. I don't know if that's something that they could do. But like, hot. Yeah, that's a big old thumbs up from that's a big old thumbs up from this scene. They might be a little bit aggressive. That's not a downside. That's just a statement.
It's like
that's not a complaint. Look. Oh no, found my next character. Yeah, fair. No, Shifter is good. This is a yes. Yes. Just you know.
Hey, was that a save thing I just saw?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Anyways, cat.
Cat.
I mean, yeah. Oh my gosh, that one though. Amazing.
Oh, I love that.
But yeah, like Tabaxi are cute. They're adorable. You know? Like, I have no concerns or qualms
It's
or
like
hang-ups
a
on
Maine
that.
Coon tabaxi. It's just very fluffy.
Like, very cute. Would snuggle. And
A tabaxi girlfriend would be fun until you give her a belly rub and she claws your eyes out.
but yeah, they have claws, but I mean, hi.
Would you like to share with the class, Jade?
I'm just saying I don't mind. Yeah, like cute Khajiit. Yeah. I can agree with that. Also, look at this one. Oh my gosh, that's adorable.
Oh, so fluffy.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine a palace cat tabaxi?
He's so fluffy.
Imagine how soft and comfy it would be to snuggles them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's go the opposite of snuggleable.
Turtle.
I mean, they seem like they'd be cool
I
to
feel
hang
like-
out with and talk to and like just vibe with.
Yeah.
I would definitely go out to dinner with one. I would definitely share a few drinks with one and just chat with them.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have any attraction towards that, honestly.
I'd try it.
I mean, if the emotional connection is there, then
Yeah.
Like-
The Leonardos of D&D. Everyone looks at turtles like the TMNT. Hey, that's not a bad thing.
Oh, that's a pass out of me though. Triton, we covered Triton with water elves.
Mm-hmm.
Water genasi we've already covered. Where is it? There we go. Yuan T.
No.
I think they're adorbs. They're
It's
definitely.
like, I don't know much about them.
Yeah, I don't know much about them. What does it say here? Serpentine heritage. I mean, depends on if they're evil, right? As long as they're not
Yeah.
evil, that kind of goes with anything, though.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it's scaly light, right? It's
Yeah.
it's I have scales and
Scaly demo version.
yes. Oh, you want to be hyper apathetic? Yeah, I can't get behind that. I need emotional support constantly. Why do you think look, of course I need emotional support constantly. Why do you think I became a streamer? Just saying. But yeah. Yeah, they're pretty, but
Mm-hmm.
I need to have emotional support. Kender, hard no.
Yeah.
Kender's a hard pass.
This is the same thing with the gnomes.
Yeah. Too childlike. Unless they were very much, I don't know. Yeah, basically, I don't think so. We already covered Astral Elf, and I don't think an Auto Gnome passes the Harkness test because it's not alive. Same thing with Warforged. We're gonna put those to the side. Yes, attachments, I get it, but I'll put aside. And yeah, Kender are also, like, the new edition treats them better, but like the classic
Mm-hmm.
Kender are just bad people. It's not. Whereas a kobold might steal something because they don't understand that it is owned by an individual as opposed to the colony.
Mhm.
Kender will steal something because it's funny and they just kind of found its way in their pocket. Haha, how could that happen? Like that.
Yeah.
There's an ethical difference there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, GIF.
If it looks like
Amazing.
You know, I had a feeling that would happen.
If they actually have anything
They
close to the
look like-
personality of an actual hippo, I'm gonna tip my hat and say nah.
It's like, yeah, no, if too close to actual hippo, then no.
And also, it's kind of like the Minotaur thing with me, where like that and this wouldn't want to smooch. I'd be fine with smooching a dragonborn or a tabaxi, but this,
Mhm.
eh. Yeah. Also, you can't really give them a massage because they do have too thick skin for the massage to actually get to the muscle, so there's no back rubs.
darn.
Hodoze. Oh, these are
Like, that's not
monkey.
that's not one I'm familiar with.
They're monkey dudes.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
A little bit too monkey for me. Too monkey, not enough dude. That's my 2 cents. No, that's just that.
Uncanny Valley again.
Yeah, that's a good explanation there. Plasmoid. I mean,
I like.
yeah, passing the Harkness test, I could get behind. It would be sort of like being with an elemental, right? It'd be kind of...
Yeah.
Sui, though. Or Sue.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that tracks. Yeah, okay. Sue is adorable, but you could argue that Sue doesn't pass the Harkness test.
Yeah.
That, like, real talk, in Monster Musume, Sue does not have the emotional capacity, like, to have a relationship with. Is she pretty?
Yeah.
Yes. Is she cute? Yes. Is she friendly? Yes. Anything that you do with Sue would effectively be, you know, manipulative by definition.
No.
That Sue does not pass the Harkness test. I'm sorry. I know you didn't want to hear that, but it's true. That said, if it does pass Harkness test, then yes. If it has of human or greater intelligence, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it would be snuggleable, assuming it has some control over itself. And oh, true though. All right, Thrycreen.
Thrycreen. Are they the bugs?
They're the bugs. They do be the bugs though.
I'm okay with most bugs.
They would have to be very adept at communicating. Like, they don't have facial gestures, right? They can't, show their emotions with their face. Sort of like a poorly rigged model. And that's a problem. They have the telepathy, and they can be super empathetic, but you'd be snuggling with Carapace, you know?
Carapaces can be smooth.
Oh no. I'm gonna cautiously say pass on that one.
I'd try it.
Owlin, I feel like we covered that. That's gonna be the same as Arakoa. Owlin are, in my opinion, Arakakra and Owlin are a subrace of Arakakra. I know technically they're not, but I don't care. A lot of these were gonna be duplicates here. Leonin, C. tabaxi. That is a C. tabaxi.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Satyr.
Leonin, but in, like, more wilder cats.
Mm-hmm. Changeling. Yeah, we covered changelings. Kalashtar. I mean, they're just psionic humans, really. Like, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Shifter we covered. Warforged. Not alive. Does not pass Harkness test. Verdun. They look just like goblins.
Yeah.
They're probably unique in some way that some Verdun enthusiast is going to yell at me for, but just looks like a goblin to me. Centaur check. Loxodon exactly same as the GIF for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I guess a little bit better than the GIF because they wouldn't have the emotion of an elephant, which would be much, much nicer and more friendlier and more compassionate and more. So I guess better than the GIF.
Yeah.
But, like, it's not really not my jazz. Simic hybrid?
It's like,
Heck's that? I don't know. Whatever. Vidalkin. That's just a human with trauma. Tiefling, turtle, Lochalath.
It's a fish.
It's a fish. A bit too fish for my liking. I would prefer the fish to be, have to be on the other half.
it's a reverse mermaid.
Mm-hmm. I mean, really, what they are, and let's look at better pictures here, because effectively, what we're talking about is Sahagin, right?
Yeah.
And they're, yeah. No. In a world where water genasi and sea elves both exist, I can't imagine finding love, with a Sahagin. Or a Lochalath, which is functionally a Sahagin, but worse.
Mm-hmm.
In a more cuddle material. That's fair. That's fair.
Ocean
Grum.
man. Glung. Please be frog.
Oh!
They are frog!
I'm just gonna pull a picture of Gripply, because Gripply are better. I mean, Gripply are great.
Oh, I
Everyone-
love that.
Look at that! Yeah, I think Grung is just the 5th edition name for Gripply. Like, Gripply are fantastic. They're little frog dudes. I love them.
Vlog.
They're adorables. Look at that frog! Look at the lad!
It's loud.
Like, yeah. Awesome. Would hug. Would hug going active. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think the Grung
Reminds me of
really different
Glenn
other
from
than
Chrono Trigger.
Yes! Gith covered, Asthma covered, Bugbear. Yep, these are all things that we've already talked about.
We made it to the end of the list.
We did!
Yay!
Well, how you feeling?
Shark folk or orca folk be a thing.
Shark ladies? Yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, that would be cool, but the
I'd
face
like
is
to see
important.
shark ladies in D&D.
You head over to artwork, see what people posted. First, we have Paladin Tama.
Mm-hmm. I
Lizard
really love
The art's incredible.
the artwork.
I love the artwork here. Hold on, actually, real quick. Not 5e, but there's been a lot of
Hi, Gura!
there's been a lot of Shark Girl artwork, which I think is actually very cute, but not very D&D. Right? This is more about D&D stuff, and this is a very furry style of Shark Girl as opposed to the D&D style of Shark Girl, and just Gura's everywhere here because of course she is. But this is a good example of other Shark Girls that I've seen that have been cool and nice. This is cute. I love the art. Lizard folk do have that same emotionless baggage that I have some concerns, sentence about for relationship wise, but like. Here's a Griffin Aarakocra that was posted by Frosted, which I like.
Yeah.
They look amazing, actually. I love
That's
the
a
style and the
halberd, isn't
fashion.
it?
Yep, that's a halberd. I love that you can
Like-
see a little bit of abs peeking through without making it super blatant. Like, it's just there and it's appreciated. Same with the thighs. Like, he has a little bit a peek of the thighs without going too heavy into the
Yeah.
into that. I like it. Hellbird, nice. Here we have a tiefling, also from Frosted. Tiefling gunner. I like the style.
Over here, like, what kind of gun is that?
I
I
appreciate-
recognize, like, the handgun, but I'm like, is that a shotgun? I
I
think
believe
it's a
that's a-
shotgun.
I would say that it's a rune carved rifle.
Well, yes, but
Yeah. What's the name for it? This is a specific name for a gun mage rifle. I can't find it. Oh, mage lock. There it is. A mage lock rifle. Instead of a flintlock, it's a mage lock. It fires with a magic initiator. But yeah, I think this is a very cool design. I like that it doesn't jump into the tiefling cliche aesthetic. You know what I mean?
When did you post it, Godwoken? Hold on.
Yeah, it's not an art. They say they were gonna post it, and then there's nothing below that link. Here we have
Not in
from
general.
Moss. Shoutouts to Moss. Moss is fantastic. But there's a little dragonborn. Look at the lad. Look at the boy.
He's very good. A very good one.
He's a very good boy.
10 out of 10 would hug.
Speaking of 10 out of 10 would hug. Hi, Buck.
Yes.
I don't know. I think I'm pretty happy with the kobold picture that I posted before, though. Definitely caught people off guard with that one. I'm very happy. That was your artwork, mind? For everybody who's in chat, that was Sapphire's
Yes.
artwork.
And we might be seeing more of it.
It might be, well, that might be a very limited print if we actually do make Daki. There's a city kobold, just yeah. Cool
Hold
design.
on.
Looks more serious.
Alan,
Looks
I know
definitely
I
looks
saw
more
the
like-
message pop up.
They have a half dragon in the monster manual, and half dragons are just dragonborn with tails, which is a pure upgrade. A dragonborn plus a tail is just a dragonborn that has more things to pet. Like, yes, just yes. Sometimes they have wings, which means they can wrap their wings around you to hug you. And I mean, who wouldn't want
Oh!
Godwoken, I don't know how, but your picture got yeeted into the Discord void. You did post it in artwork, but I don't know why the picture got yeeted.
I just realized I can't post that picture. Huh. Interesting.
Great job, Sappy. Thank you! I worked very hard.
And at request, Noel. Now, D&D Knolls are not pretty. Right?
No.
D&D Knolls are not pretty. But if I whirlwind slam the furry tag into here, I bet we'll see something else entirely. No, still a whole bunch of
Some people want gremlins.
That's a cool design, actually.
Streamer Knowles smash, yes.
D&D Knowles pass, Streamer Knowles smash. Honestly, hi, how's it going?
There we go. Godwoken's Owlin is an artwork.
Ah, they found it. They fixed it.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, there it is. Cool.
Yeah.
I like how you kept the face so distinct and separate, which is very much for that type of owl.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta say, like, the
nice, too.
more, like, snowy owls are... They gotta be some of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
One because
Very-
fluffy feet.
Yeah. Very cute. I like the design, I like the outfit.
Mhm.
And the flowiness on here, like the consistency in the wind, and also keeping the hat swept in the same direction as the wind. Very nice. Nice attention to detail. I like it.
Yes.
And there we have Null Pirate Queen. I love it. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the D&D Null is pretty, both uncomfortable personality-wise and less great shape. I don't like the hunch. I guess that's part of what it is. I don't like that.
They
forward
are not
hunch.
the giggle puppies.
No, they are not the.
I don't mind the hunch. Personality might be a problem.
Mm-hmm. Nyxborn are from Magic the Gathering.
Are they?
Well, I mean, quick Google search tells me that. So I'm just gonna say, oh, I can't see any real good, clear artwork of them either. The artwork seems to be all over the place and inconsistencies. Well, there's something as disparate as from a marauder to a minotaur to a soldier. So yeah, there's no consistency in Nyxborn. So I can't answer that question.
Okay.
And Risky Reds hits it on the head. D&D gnolls are borderline feral. And
Yeah.
it's the feral personality. The personality. It's like they do not pass the Harkness test. Again, human or greater intelligence. And that's part of where it's a big old no from me. But like something like this that's very clearly more humanesque, a little bit more on the I guess anthro is the way I'm supposed to phrase that. I like a lot more.
I should draw Tomsy.
You should. But I think that covers all the D&D races, and we're right spot on for time.
Yeah. Yay!
If you had to pick a favorite, what would it be?
Don't make me pick favorites. I'm gay.
Safi.
Yeah.
Safi.
Yeah.
This is a really, really easy question, Safi. Safi. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Go on, Safi. Mm-hmm.
Look,
I'm waiting.
you. This is.
Mm-hmm. Say it.
Can't I just like all of them?
Say it.
Like, I've drawn other things. Still don't Don't look at me like that. This is like kobolds.
There we go. Thank you. Good girl. Like the video if you had a good time. Kitsune's,
Like the video if you enjoyed it all the
tabaxi.
times when I cannot speak.
Oh yeah, this was a good stream, I think. Oh, I hope I had a good time.
Yee! With a beet red face.
Oh, totes. All right.
Very.
Yeah. Slam the subscribe button. Do it. Do it. Just do it. All right.
Yee!
Cheers, friends.
Bye, everyone!